1. How can I become a better partner? This is my first serious relationship. I don't want there to be a second one. My girlfriend and I really love each other. We have some of the most amazing times together, but our communication is terrible. And frankly, a lot of that is on me, and is something that she's talked to me about a lot of times and I haven't taken enough action on. It's sad because we have a lot in common but fight so much. We are both girls if relevant. When I feel hurt, my responses vary in the moment. I am usually calm when I bring up a concern, but I still bring up things that are bothering me at bad times. For example, if she's studying for a test, it's late at night, etc. If I do get heated, I'm usually just sad and cry when I feel rejected or overwhelmed. Part of the problem is also that I feel the need to bring things up in the first place. In her words, not everything needs to be a whole discussion. I tend to want to talk to her about small things that upset me. This has a double effect here because she feels so over-criticized that she gets enraged when I talk about how I feel, which makes things worse. She is tired of feeling like small, petty problems become bigger than they need to be with apologizing and everything. In general, I have a hard time letting things go or agreeing to disagree. She feels like even if she generally agrees but has some minor disagreements, I push on those. For example, if I felt like she made a rude comment to me about my cooking. If she said, "I'm sorry I made you upset, but I didn't think I said anything rude. But we can drop it. I don't want to fight, and I do appreciate you cooking." I would be likely to say that I appreciate the apology, but that it mattered to me that she understood why what she said felt rude, rather than just saying that she didn't mean it like that and brushing it off. At the same time, I haven't been great about listening to her either. I am argumentative and stubborn. I know this and I don't want this. I am usually not mean, angry, or petty, but even if I'm calm when I'm saying it, my GF says that she feels like she's constantly under attack and says it is making her life more stressful. I am also less emotionally intelligent than her and do the typical things of trying to solve problems rather than listen, and I get defensive sometimes. She feels like she has to tell me something over and over for months before I finally take it seriously. I fight it when she talks to me about it. I don't want to be this way. I think that I have such an issue with feeling heard because I have not felt heard a lot in life. I was bullied or ignored as a kid, had emotionally abusive and invalidating parents, and isolated myself for many years after. I am not used to understanding or valuing my own feelings, let alone other people's feelings. I'm used to being alone and pushed others away for most of my life. It's taken me this long to even realize why I'm doing what I'm doing. I have good qualities too, but I want to be better, so I'm leaving those out here. Please be honest but kind. Understand that I'm here to learn and will need time and effort to change. 2. Is my BF over his ex? Long story short, he frequently mentions her in our convo, like how they were like together in the past. Similarities I have with her. Also, I caught him once searching her up on Insta. She was his most recent search, and I saw because he was gonna search up SDH to show me. Whenever I ask him about his feelings, he always say he is over her and has moved on, but to be honest, I am not sure if he really is, after going through all those I mentioned above. Also, some context. His ex was his first, and they ended things 6 years ago. I think they were together for about 2-3 years before breaking up. Also, he told me once that sometime during the 6 years, he tried getting back with her before he told me this when we were just friends. Just wanna hear your opinions about this. 3. My boyfriend of 5 years keeps canceling on me and I don't know what to do anymore. My boyfriend has canceled on me for the second weekend in a row now, and after telling me I can see him the weekend after, he is now suggesting he might not be free then either. He can't see me on weekdays after he's finished work because he doesn't think it's worth me coming over for just a few hours. It's only a 20-minute walk to his house from mine, so I feel it's worth it, but he doesn't. I used to come over and see him after work and there was no problem. After having arranged to come and see him this Sunday if he was free, I have now been told that Sundays aren't an option anymore either because he's unorganized and needs to get stuff ready for work. Basically involves putting his uniform in the wash, then in the dryer, and making sure his bag is packed, and he can be grumpy on Sundays. This is where it is partly my fault. Saturdays are the only days he'll let me see him now, but sometimes I have plans with my friends on a Saturday night. I'd already agreed to go to a bar with them last Saturday and this Saturday because I thought I could see my BF on Sunday, but he canceled both days and now Sundays are no longer an option. He is very busy at work at the moment, so I understand he's tired. I also understand he is autistic and introverted, and probably gets overwhelmed by my extroverted self, although I do try my best to not be too overbearing. He also has depression and anxiety, which may contribute to him being disorganized and grumpy and wanting some alone time. Often when I try to communicate issues in the relationship with him, he'll bring these things up so I feel like I'm being unfair. But I don't understand why he used to allow me to see him on weekdays and Sundays and now he won't. Unless he just doesn't want to see me anymore. When we're together, all we do is smoke weed and watch TV, or I'll watch TV while he plays on his PC. I honestly get the feeling he doesn't want a girlfriend. He just wants a money source. He earns more than me, but he often spends his entire paycheck before the bills are due. So I often have to lend him money to pay them. At one point he owed me hundreds and it took him years to pay it back. I have clamped down on lending him money for stuff that he wants rather than needs though. I may talk to him tonight about it when he finishes work, but am I just overreacting? I mean, at this rate I'm going to go another entire month without seeing him again. And this time it won't be because of government restrictions which kept us apart for a total of 6 months over the past year and a half. I have an idea of how the conversation will go based on past conversations. He'll tell me to grow up and that I'm being unfair to him because of his depression. So I'm not sure whether to talk to him about it or just let it slide again. But I'm not happy with a relationship like this. Any advice would be greatly appreciated. Thank you.